I have translated a strange passage from Jondar's journal. Long before he began serving Magda, he found a set of what he called key words hidden in a dusty librum. He writes that when he read these words, memories from his past returned to torment him. It was at that point that he began to mistrust the Order, though he did not say why. I am prepared to look upon these words and risk my soul. But I want you to understand something. I know I may die at any time. When I do, it must be without a single doubt that I am serving the light.
You risk more by delaying.
Thank you, my friend. But please, remember your...
Did the Prophet foresee everything?
Well, I did not expect you to keep company with a seraph.
Tyrael.
I knew what he was the instant I beheld him, but being in his presence makes me quite nervous.
He is our ally.
We do not deserve it. Tyrael sacrificed all he knew to aid us. I hope it is worthwhile.
If there's treasure to be had, then I'm in. Yes.
How long were you looking for me?
Well, it was not very easy to find you. I had to search for days. When I woke up alone, I did not know what had happened. I wrote about it a little. You may read more if you wish. I felt no fear when they sealed the tomb before me. Only a sense of peace as my mind drifted away into the darkness. It seems I opened my eyes only seconds later and beheld the chamber in ruins, half buried in sand. I have left everything behind. Only hope guides me now.
How did you meet your wife?
It's actually quite a tale. We met in a town not far from here on the outskirts of Curast. She was... well, you're not going to believe it. She was locked in a cage.
Your wife was a criminal?
No. They were going to burn her as a witch.
That is a crime here, isn't it?
Let's talk about this another time.
My people are shunned many places, but we were always welcomed in Caldeum. Something must be very wrong, that they won't even let their own people into the city now.
But what is it? You must tell me everything.
Is that any way to speak to me? And you don't need visions to see that Belial is in control of the city. The question is how?
Do you remember your time as an angel?
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it. Caldeum is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
So they say.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery. I do not know how these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
Their hearts possess the will to survive.
The human spirit. I feel Belial in the very air.
see that armor. No wonder he destroyed those cultists in Arcanus so easily.
I can't believe anyone could have survived that out there, let alone defeat those monsters.
I know. Damius, is that you? What happened?
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look.
I dig this stuff up, clean it off, and drag it here to sell it. You want any?
These are no random demons summoned by some power man.
From this sculpted sky road.
Breathtaking. Before the gates closed, I saw 3 rats in a starving...
It pleases you to exaggerate.
No, it pleases me to pass out drunk in the shade.
I wouldn't go over there if I were.
Why can't these people see? We're nothing like them.
We will die out here if you don't let us in!
Captain Ravan, the conditions out here are deplorable. Something must be done to aid these people.
Ashira, the Emperor is in danger. I need to speak with him.
I heard what you did at Kasim Outpost in Alcanus. You have my thanks. And you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this man has vital information regarding the massacre in the Borderlands. We must see the Emperor at once.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass!
What is happening in the... Let's go. I'll lead you to the palace.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell me you were responsible for the massacre of innocent villagers in Alcanus.
Your guards lied.
If you are innocent, then why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in!
Let me go!
I detest violence. Guards, I leave this matter in your hands.
You are quite the optimist.
Get out of here. I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Then we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get there.
I expected more.
There has to be a way into the sewers from here. This leads to the sewers.
Mother Adria, she's alive! But the Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
We must reach her. What happened to your brother?
Nothing you'd want to hear.
I have heard a lot.
So Magda was telling the truth. Somehow I knew my mother was alive. I always knew it.
But there is still a reason she never reunited with you. What happened to your brother?
Nothing you'd want to hear.
I have heard a lot. I could probably help.
And then what? I suppose you'll take it all right. You'll fix it up just like another one of your little errands. Some things aren't that easy.
The deserts of Kyrgyzstan are majestic, expansive, and full of stinging swarms of insects. They may seem a minor nuisance, but these vermin carry numerous strains of pestilence. One of them was trapped in my boot once, and my foot swelled up to the size of a melon before the infection cleared. What horrible creature!
Look at that thing over there! The accursed were created when a necrotic plague spread through Kyrgyzstan and those infected watched in terror as their flesh blackened and died. The strongest medicines could not stop the decay. Eventually, they fell into a dormant state, and their bodies were piled up in dark and forgotten places where they could rest undisturbed.
Nice choice. I haven't spent this much time in the sewers since... Well, never mind.
Exemplary servants. Keep the witch alive until she talks. Pain will loose her tongue, but only to a point. Remember what happened with the vizier's assistant? It was a pleasurable time, I admit. But the man had only incoherent babble and bloody strands of pus spilling from his lips by the end.
Adria should be up here.
This is the first time a girl's ever asked me to meet her mother.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone! We know of the three that the Horadrim used to track the primeval. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone!
Seize them!
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
My darling, I've watched over you all your life, but I never dared get close because of the danger that always shadows me.
Speaking of which, let's get moving. Your mind is always wandering.
It is merely the consequence of seeing that which is not readily visible. I have accepted it.
Being unusual has its strengths.
Then you have my thanks. Although, perhaps you are...
It could be the lingering effect of
That
this.
would be nice. But the feeling I have indicates that it is more unpleasant.
After all this time, my mother is alive. I couldn't be happier, and yet...
Those you've chosen... Irena is quite vivacious for one with such a burden. Cormac certainly does. He'd best... And you, Lyndon. You can warm my bed any night. You remind me of my second husband.
Hey, mister, I got some new things. You should take a look.
I heard that you were there 20 years ago when Mount Eriad was destroyed.
Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to enslave mankind to the power of hell by corrupting the sacred World Stone. Unthinkable though it was, I was forced to destroy it.
But there were consequences.
Understand, friend, that entire worlds burned as heaven and hell fought over the World Stone. Eriad's destruction was regrettable. And believe me...
What happened when you destroyed the World Stone?
The resultant explosion dispersed the light and harmony of my angelic being. Without form or shape, I restored myself within the realm of pandemonium. It took me 20 of your years, but finally, I returned home to the High.
Did your brethren understand?
Hardly. Believing my actions had endangered creation, the Angiras Council put me, the Archangel of Justice, on trial. I knew then that heaven was doomed, unless I could enlist the aid of mankind against the coming onslaught of hell.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell, and I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work. Your work.
According to the Herodic texts, only two evils remain. Belial is here in Chaldeum, and Azmodan has yet to reveal himself.
Leah still adores you.
What? No, I never saw it that way. She grew up in safety, while I risked my life to find the key to our... In any case, Leah will meet her full potential under my guidance. Do you not have...
How well did you know Cain?
For a time, during the darkening of Tristram, we spent many nights in the Tavern of the Rising Sun, discussing his Herodic texts and the varied arcana.
Did you meet again?
Only from afar. From time to time, our paths would cross, and I would catch glimpses of Leah as she grew. It broke my heart that I could not reveal myself and raise her as my own.
How did the guards capture you?
I was trying to steal out of the city. I'd returned to gather some things before setting out to recover Zoltan Kuhl's head, and the guards found me.
This Adria, I sense dark things about her. She is not averse to using whatever means necessary to destroy Azmodan and Belial.
We have no alternative.
Some costs may prove too high, even for you. I worry about Leah.
I don't know.
Oh, no reason. She just... This Zoltan Kuhl sounds like an untrustworthy fellow. You don't have your head separated from your body for no good reason.
Corpses take many forms.
Well, if you must. But I don't trust any of those ancient sorcerer types. Always up to...
The guards were asking you about this Black Soul Stone. I remember reading about it in Uncle's journal, but it didn't seem important.
No, but it is. It is the key to defeating evil forever. It was created by the mage Zoltan Kuhl to trap demonic souls.
Yes, he was in Renegade Horadrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the Soul Stone. His head was sealed away in the Dulgar Oasis.
We must retrieve it, because if we're to use the Soul Stone to defeat Belial and Azmodan...
I have a new ally. The witch, Adria. She believes that the Black Soul Stone will allow us to defeat the Lords of Hell. But this remains to be seen.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kuhl by the Horadrim. Though it cost them dearly, they killed the wizard for his crimes against nature and sealed his broken corpse within a shadow realm. It seems they were afraid he might return.
A week ago, I was deafened by the voices. Council members argued in the corridors outside my chambers. Out here, there is only...
How did you rescue your wife? I broke her out in the middle of the night and we escaped. They didn't chase us far. I guess they were glad to see her go.
You did not fear her, even given the accusations.
She wasn't a witch. She was a mystic. Though we didn't find that out for a time. Not until we started traveling with the Vetchin wagon train. But that's a story for another time.
300 years ago, I selected Kuhl and 6 others to form the Horadrim. He was a great man who was driven mad by his long quest to hunt.
What did he do?
He delved into powers not meant for man, trying to fashion an artifact that could fill his empty heart with the souls of angels and demons.
I don't like dealing with Kuhl any better than you do, but I see no other way. If Adria says we must, then we must. Uncle Deckard trusted her, and so will I.
Zoltan Kuhl, a legend. There is no doubt in my mind he is as powerful as the stories say. But for every bit of his genius, he was surely mad. He was obsessed with immortality and power.
A madman. We would do better to leave him asleep in the desert than to call on him for aid.
You have a better idea.
I do not. It is merely a warning.
After what I've heard of him, I'd prefer not to become involved.
It will be dangerous, but you have faced great peril before. If Belial and Azmodan invade, you will have much more...
I can't believe what people throw away. I want to buy some of it.
It's disgusting. I've seen that man going in and out of the sewers.
You never can tell with those types.
Ugh, what a stench. That's not you, is it? It's certainly not me.
Diablo was the youngest of the prime evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a soul stone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
Listen to me. I cannot talk for long. Belial's guards are constantly watching me.
Are they?
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The gods would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the oasis. I can open this gate for you.
You must act. Retake control of your city.
There's little I can do. Between my advisors and the Imperial Guard, my every move and action are controlled. I've tried to fight back, but Belial's influence. But now you've given me a chance. Perhaps my only chance.
How can you aid me if you are being watched?
You're here to kill Belial, aren't you?
But you have no power.
I can still fight in my own way. I want my empire back. I will find where Belial is hiding and deliver him to you.
You have already proved yourself untrustworthy.
I told you it was not my choice. My every move is that I swear to you, I will help you.
The most talented mages can summon skeletal guardians. It takes great power to form these tall, slim constructs from their unstable reagents, and even more power to sustain them. In the hands of a master, however, the guardians can become powerful weapons capable of defending their posts until the end of time.
Does the smell
Not terribly.
bother you? Surprising.
Never smelled a den of thieves, have you?
Dariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
Not so bad out here, is it? To those who doubt my achievements in research, I present my findings on the Dune Dirt. It took me many years to find the truth of these strange, deadly figures. But my sources indicate that they are the cursed remains of mages who summoned a demon far beyond their power to control. To focus on the dangerous foes one may encounter on the ground, but the Bloodhawks rule the skies with terrible ferocity. These crimson-winged birds will wait until their prey is at a disadvantage, then swoop down to attack. Watch for their shadows on the nearby terrain, and be prepared to flee quickly.
Serve the cycle.
For such a beautiful place, there sure are a lot of ugly creatures around. But then, I guess that's because you're here. What? I jest! Well, mostly. When was the last time you bathed, exactly?
Destroying the shrine will end the ritual.
wants to hurt us.
The electric eels are insidious pests that have taken root in the oases surrounding Caldeum. Known for their stinging strikes, these creatures are particularly dangerous when they attack in large numbers. It is said that raw eel has become a delicacy among Chaldean's elite, but I assure you these rumors are baseless.
Fine work!
Your death nears!
did you become so skilled in battle?
It takes years of training to master the dark arts.
Oh. I was hoping it was something more interesting.
I am returning to town.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
Ah, good.
This is difficult. Everything worth doing is.
Magic linger here.
Oh, right, yes, that's all we need around here. More empty skulls.
We are in agreement. Kul, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the stones and wield it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers of heaven and earth. Drawing their attention will only bring doom to us.
all dangerous demons are large and imposing. The dust imps are little more than children in size, but they possess the cunning and bloodlust of far larger creatures. They take cover in the shadows, emerging only when viable prey wanders too close. Then they ambush, leaving little more than bones behind them.
You almost make theft unnecessary.
We set out in 1 week's time into the desolate sands to search for food in our land. None of us had any idea. How far has food madness driven? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not doomed.
This might be the first place we visited that doesn't remind me of a charnel house or a corpse pit.
You will not enter the aqueduct! Lord Belial demands your blood!
I'm returning to town.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never improve. It is time. Leah, cast the spell as I taught you.
I live again.
Zoltan Kuhl. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last two Lords of Hell.
I know your voice, stranger. It has haunted me in death, just as it commanded me in life. Tyrael.
I am, but now mortal.
Ah, fate is whimsical. I will give you the Black Soul Stone, but in exchange...
You were treacherous before. How do
You don't. So, you must ask yourself...
Everything.
So be it. To begin, you will need to retrieve my blood.
I'm going to go with you. We should bring Cool's head with us. Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
Have you faced Belial before?
Not openly. He was never one to lead an army, always in the shadows, much like his mentor, Mephisto. He wields intrigue and artifice as proficiently as you wield your weapons.
After surviving the devastation in Tristram all those years ago, I swore vengeance upon is my path. And
Leah is a very trusting
she
individual
has a
who could not be more different.
Kindness will not help us survive in the... The Lord of Lies is cunning. He wears many masks. But we will have an advantage over him. The Black Soul Stone. Belial fears its power. For...
The Horadrim really hated you, didn't they?
I bear the same scars they all did. The fools buried their heads in the sand. They needed a solution.
My mother has been teaching me magic and how to control my power, but I feel like I'm constantly disappointing her. She says that I have a gift, but it doesn't feel that way. Maybe it will improve if I keep practicing. For now, we are getting closer to the Black Soul Stone, and that's what really matters.
I was just another highborn.
Have you read his work? When the desert sands silence their whispers in the night, and the 1,000 lights of the stars bleed into the darkness, I will find you in the void. My love will pour from me as words pour from my pen.
What happened during your time with the...
When we first joined the wagon train, we were just two lost souls. The Vetchin thought it was unbearably romantic. A pair of lovers on the... I suppose it might have even been. A mystic with the Vetchin recognized Mira's talent immediately. We stayed with them while Mira learned from her. Along the way, we fell in love. I've never known anything as surely as my love for her.
She cast quite a spell on you.
Never mind.
Do you know the fate of your sisters?
They should have awakened as well, but their mission has already ended.
What do you mean?
I sought out the closest two before I met you. They lay dead and mutilated in their chambers. The others are some distance away.
How did they die?
There were traces of demonic magic upon their wounds. But surely the Prophet could have protected them. Where has he gone?
I can open this gate for you.
You again.
No time for pleasantries. I think I may have uncovered Bilal's assumed identity. I'm very close. But here's what you need to know. To find Kul's blood, you'll need to get through the aqueducts. There are two levers that control the entrance beneath the waterfall.
Have you located Bilal?
Not yet, but I have some ideas. It is difficult. I will find him.
So, you have learned
To
some...
keep a close watch on me, I can't leave the palace. I stole an amulet from the Vizier ambassador. I saw him use it before. But I don't have much time. You need to find the stone. Leave Bilal to me.
There's something he's not telling us, isn't there?
You must know a great deal about the Soul Stones.
I spent many hours with them as we hunted the three.
Something foul came here before us.
It's Belial. So long as he lives, all of Chaldeum is under siege. Uncle Deckard theorized that the demon lords leave demons in their wake, much like us leaving footprints.
And you agree with him?
Yes. The more I study my uncle's books, the more I realize that even I took his wisdom for granted.
This won't be easy.
You must know a great deal about the Soul Stones.
I spent many hours with them as we hunted the three. I studied them, intrigued by their power. Long years after our victory, I felt an emptiness that consumed my days and nights. With a soul stone of my own, heaven and hell, and humanity could rise, unchallenged, unrespected.
Have you ever been in love?
Uncle Deckard and I traveled a lot, so I never really got close to anyone.
Wait, isn't that the best thing about traveling?
fear the end.
Go pull that lever.
That's one lever down.
Knowing our luck, this lever should be very, very far down this passage.
Beckons. We must stop him for our master!
Oh, that's really working.
Insight grows. I'm returning to town.
New goods today? Please look. You won't be disappointed.
That passage should lead to the Desolate Sands.
A secret door hidden behind a waterfall. How imaginative.
What would you have done?
You shall see when we get to my archives.
I can't believe he stuck me in a barrel. Really, it's quite uncomfortable in here. It's a little dark in here. Are you still alive out there? Or is it the monsters? Oh, say yes if you are. Or you could clap. Just a little whack should take care of it. Not too hard. I'm not actually a talking barrel. Don't worry about breaking it. Me. Am I talking to myself? Don't answer that. Maybe I could tip the barrel over and roll around. It could work. Or give me a headache. I'm not actually a talking barrel. Don't worry about breaking it. Me.
Thank you for releasing me. It was getting a little boring in there. I am seeking a magic crucible that legend says was hidden in these very aqueducts. It would be a valuable addition to my jeweler's tools. Help me find it, and I will be greatly indebted to you. Oh, how rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Covetous Shen.
Only an enemy would name you that.
What? I have no enemies. Everybody loves Shen. I hope you're a better traveling companion than my last one. Do you have anything to eat? I hope you're a better traveling companion than my last one. No point in standing around. Do you have anything to eat? I can't imagine why my young partner bashed me over the head and sealed me in there. This place is quite dangerous without a knowledgeable guide. Oh yes, I could go around the world 5 times and never stub a toe. What a fascinating place this is. Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around the world and never find its like. Except for this part. I've seen it somewhere else before. Now, I wonder where my young guide got off to. His name was Gavin, I believe. Yes, that was it. Nice young fellow. He must still be around here also. Or perhaps he got lost? No, we're not lost, are we? You know, it was actually quite an interesting experience to be locked up in the barrel. I had a lot of time to think to myself. It was a little uncomfortable, though. Yes, he was so willing to show an old man around the desert. And his company only cost me a small bag of gold per day. He hardly complained about anything. Always a smile on his face. What do they have to get over with?
Crucible! It's mine!
Be careful, Gavin. It might be cursed. Here, I warned you. Crucible should be safe now. Pick it up. Pick it up. Poor man. If I had known the Crucible was cursed, I never would have brought him along. If you come see me in Chaldeum, I can show you how the
So you'll give away your hard-earned gem to strange old men, but not me. I see how it is. You have quite a gift for magic, Leah.
I don't know. It doesn't feel natural to me. You go on ahead. I'm going back to town. I need to learn the spell needed to restore Cool's body.
You and I are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own ends. You choose to be their puppet. Yet the power of your birthright could make you a god.
I am a priest of Rathma. I serve a greater calling.
There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll rock this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve.
New goods today. Please look. You won't.
I miss Uncle Deckard so
His soul is at peace.
Thank you. I'm going to...
Have you ever been in love?
Ah, yes. The unreasonable one I spoke of earlier. I loved her with every inch of my heart before it went black as coal.
Where is she now?
Well, she did what all unreasonable women do. Married the wrong man.
You did not intervene.
Wouldn't have been easy. He was my brother.
You may notice that jewels you find enhance your already considerable abilities. I can combine similar gems to make a more powerful. At the moment, I can only offer you a few basic pieces of jewelry. Now, if you bring me supplies, but it doesn't have to be just business with us. Very interesting topic.
I see.
Xiangsai. Great families warred in the streets. Political intrigue and bottom.
You don't have to tell me stories.
Truth? Never touched it. I knew you would lead me to exciting and mysterious places.
What sort of jewel?
Oh, it's nothing special. It merely changes form to evade pursuers and drive...
Are you sure you haven't already succeeded?
The strangest thing just happened. A young man accused me of being the Senside god of thieves, disguised as an elderly jeweler. Well, I understand his confusion, since I'm as handsome as a god.
But you did not correct him.
Who am I to crush the dreams of the young?
A man with honor.
Well...
The people of Shansai worship 59 gods, but few are more revered than Zai, the exiled trickster god who travels the face of the world disguised as a humble merchant. Tales of his adventures range from ingenious thefts and practical jokes to more lurid exploits, none of which I'm comfortable recording here.
I think I might have met Zoltan Kuhl once. He seemed like a perfectly real...
What do you have against mages?
Oh, yes. Well, you know how they can be, with the waving... You're looking at me in a very strange...
I tire of your games.
Why would I?
We face a threat that the world has never seen before. If you possess hidden power...
It always warms my heart to see absolute certainty in one so young.
Desert, perhaps even beneath the sands we now tread upon. The Varadram could not destroy them. They could only lock the door behind them. And I still have the keys. you no longer.
Have endeavored to make Chaldean a city of mercy and salvation, but we have not yet been able to convince the emperors to change the ancient policy of exile. Prisoners convicted of treason are still sent to the desolate sands to die, with nothing but the clothes on their backs.
Oh, what I would give for a pint of Kingsport ale right now.
Am I supposed to believe this was left here by accident?
Clan wars, the Viserai summoned giant demons to guard their estates. After years of patrolling the desert sands, the demons' hides became thick as stone and caked with grit. In the end, they have outlived their masters. Now, only the glowing runes on their skulls belie their true origin.
Observe the cycle.
I'll take that.
Some of it beyond this portal.
You sure it's not time to head back to Chaldeum? No? All right then.
Embraces you.
Odd place to store blood, isn't it? It seems a bit...
Weakness consumes you!
Twin of Andariel. I believe that they conspired together to assist Diablo in releasing Mephisto and
I'm
Bale,
afraid not.
though they had both supported the lesser evils in the past. The Lord of Pain was found guarding Bale's prison, the tomb of Tal Rasha, when he was slain by heroes.
I'm returning to town.
Hey, mister, I got some new things. You should take a look.
There is no truth in it. I have not seen a single woman pursue you here.
We all have off days.
the end of it. Each step harder than the next. It was foolish to protect our own. Cool has prepared for many years for someone to come for him. Perhaps we are fools. And yet, we must push on.
Some of my blood is within that cave. Feel it. You no longer.
Do you suppose there's anyone else out here? I never doubted it for a moment. Ah, another wretched sandy hole. Let's go.
I believe with this soul stone, I will finally be able to unlock the true power of man. In ancient times, our kind possessed power unmatched in this dreary age. With the soul stone, I will be able to elevate myself to the strength of my ancestors.
Rockworm may very well be the ugliest creature ever to blight the world with its presence. Bereft of any features aside from its massive jaws, the rockworm appears to be a giant invertebrate. I should like to study it further, but its burrowing tendencies make it extraordinarily difficult to track.
Quite an enemy over there. We are in for a fight.
Not enough essence.
right bloody mess we've got ourselves into, I'd say.
Blinding powder!
I'm getting that feeling that I'm near something that someone doesn't want me to find. We must be close now.
Has grown.
Hey, mister, I got some new things. You should take a look.
I'm not sure what I expected it would be like to have my mother back.
Your daughter's skill at magic.
The power was always within her.
Was she born with it?
I do not know where her power comes from. I spent a life...
Have you ever been in love?
Ah, yes.
Where is she now?
Well, she did.
You did not...
It wouldn't have been easy.
I have thought more on what I...
Oh.
Our progress seems to clarify things for me.
The magic will take time.
Yes. The spell that sent me to this time was bound to the Prophet. Now he is...
You could try to...
Yes, but it will take a while. My skill is not...
I am prepared to read these key words. I will turn the page. I can see everything. Water on a leaf. A burning hut. I was a young man. A promising soldier of Westmarch. The Order recruited me.
Why?
I do not know. But I am sure he was a fool. The Grand Maester cannot possibly know what his Inquisitors have done. When I return with the tomes, he will punish them for their sins.
I think I was wrong about this jewel.
Why not take a rest?
Because it has killed thousands. And because I'm the
Because you are not who you...
No, because it has already taken empathy, enough of that. I have gone too long without spiced beef.
I don't like what Zoltan Kuhl is going to do to...
Why won't you tell me
I changed the future to save someone once. I ended up causing the deaths of 3 others. I've told you all.
Why did you settle...
You know, I've asked myself that. It was Mira's act. Did she know what was going on?
A worthy question. But it changes.
You may be right.
Have you ever tried to change the future?
There was a girl who'd been toying with dark magic. When I saw demon possession in her future, she begged for my help. Since she was already tainted, simply stopping her dabbling with magic would not be enough. So I crafted her a protective charm. Unfortunately, the demon was already loosed from hell. When it couldn't possess her, it spitefully chose her father. The possessed father killed the girl's mother and sister. When the demon showed the man what he had done, last I heard, the girl had been committed to an
Soulstone will be my greatest work, my legacy, and my gift to human. My archives are at the northern tip of the desolate sands. There we will find my body and the Black Soulstone. Here is the entrance to my archives. Let me activate the portal. I had to build all of this for my research and my experiments. The Black Soulstone was
Well, this is unsettling.
Looks like I got here just in time. Emperor Hakan? What are you doing here?
Good, everyone's together. I came to tell you that I have...
really all well and good. But
We're ready to do our part.
You said you know.
Yes, but we must be very careful. He has noticed you focus on the soul stone. We can confront